after the update that we received a couple of days ago, I just had to check what is the DPS of some other weapons. Like right here you can see our old test that we did. AK, Tommy, MG, SPR and Recon Scout, we tested the DPS. And also I added here 3 more weapons, going from like 3 assault rifles and 1 shotgun at the end. You can see the results straight up. Now the reason why I did this is after the latest update they buffed heavily SSR grade equipment. So if we take a look right here, the rare AK for example, prior to this update, rare AK at +3 was equivalent to SSR grade +1 in terms of the firepower as well as the penetration value. But yeah, from the attack power, look at this. I'm gonna go to the SSR grade +0 AK right here, and we can see that SSR 0 AK is going to have more attack power to it. So this is just a base level, and you know, after the update at this point these SSR grade weapons as well as armor are going to be just broken, powerful. And yeah, it seems that we cannot really just, you know, stick to the normal and rare gear anymore. We really need to find a way to get such a weapon. I mean, look at this. Somebody bought the AKs for like 10,000 rubies and then relisted for 20,000. The reason why is everyone is gonna really need to get SSR gear at this point. If you have it on 0, it's going to be better than rare +3 or normal gear +4 even. That is how broken it is, and you can just easily upgrade the SSR gear to the +1 level without gambling. All you need to do is just, you know, like farm a bunch of coins, ERs, and yep. So that got me thinking, like, okay, if this AK is not possible for us to just buy it from the market because it's super expensive, how about we just go for the other assault rifles? As you can see, like the prices are gonna be like 1.3 thousand for the XR. Doesn't really matter like what kind of stats you're getting here. I mean, for example, this is a good one, you're getting at least firing speed. But yeah, doesn't really matter what stats you're getting. If the stats are good, like for example right here, of course it's gonna be more expensive. So you know, this is something that we need to think about as well. But yeah, anyway, from all of these like assault rifles, the only one that I did not test was M16. The reason why is this is a single or burst fire weapon. There is no automatic mode, so I do not really, you know, consider it as assault rifle. Anyway, the results are as this. We have the AK test. This is going to be our baseline because this is a balanced weapon. These DPS values, they are absolute and they do not really mean anything else, just to, you know, compare it to the to compare between the weapons. And you know, like from this column you can see the most information. Which weapon has more DPS, which weapon has less DPS. For the testing, I just want to point out that I used a level 40 normal grade weapon on +0, of course, and all of these weapons were used against the flower level 35, so this is just something to keep the testing consistent. Anyway, these are old values, or this is old testing prior to the latest update. Why do I say this? Because I'm not really sure if they changed something about the weapons, how they operate. Maybe they did some like kind of a secret buff or secret nerf. So you know, just keep that in mind. This is the old testing, and then we have the new testing right here. Anyway, from the new testing, like what we can see from all of these like assault rifles that are not AK, they are gonna have like, I wanna say like around 15% less DPS compared to the AK, 15 to 20% DPS, less DPS, and that is going to be a major difference between like all of these random ARs compared to the, like, you know, just the king of the weapons. Like why is AK so good? I have no clue, but you know, this is how the things are looking like, and because of, you know, these values right here, I do not really think that it's gonna be justifiable to go for any kind of a weapon right here, because you know, keep in mind we are using all of these assault rifles, maybe we are using even the snipers. for the boss to compete against the bosses or against other players in a boss fight. We need to have our DPS at best, and like all of these weapons right here, they are gonna show you that they have like a little bit better accuracy, which is, you know, nice thing to have better accuracy, but accuracy is not needed. Like only in PvP you will need accuracy. You will struggle with AK's accuracy because AK is so inaccurate. Bullets are going everywhere. So, you know, maybe for the PvP you would want to have SFAR-H or M4 or XR-15. Like, doesn't really matter. All these weapons, as you can see, when it comes down to DPS, they are pretty much the same. The only assault rifle that is dominating them is the AK. Anyway, I also did the ALPHA-12 because you know, it just felt that this weapon is broken, and oh boy, like look at this DPS. So if you go with ALPHA-12, but you need to do it on a to a close range only, you can have a 44% increase in DPS compared to the AK. The sad thing about the ALPHA-12 is you cannot really use it on a, well, on a construction site boss you can use this weapon easily, but on a flower boss fight you could use it potentially, but like if you combine it with the sniper, because you know at some time you cannot just, you know, stay next to the boss to hug him. And I also like, by the way, this is just a calculation. If you want to pause to, you know, see it, to check it, if everything is fine, do it now. Anyway, I want to go into the game and show you the ALPHA-12, like how the ALPHA-12 is looking like. Okay, right up here. So, like a shotgun that can do this, just hold the button. So you just hold the button and you just fire, like you just mag dump this. There are like in total 64 pellets. Each one is gonna do like 900 damage, more or less. So, you know, just so that you have the idea. Anyway, you can also use the shotgun long range. You will hit your shots, maybe, maybe not. I mean, it's gonna be complete RNG. But you can see that damage is just gonna be like 200 damage per pellet over the long distance. And if you use this weapon like properly, one pellet is gonna do like 800, 900 damage. Okay, that was a crit. But yeah, that was like a 600 damage. Okay. Yo, brother, can you just please get away from my... So with this shotgun, I don't really think that it's even gonna work against the flower. Like, even if you hug the boss, that head of a flower is so far away, you might as well receive the damage penalty. As you can see, like 800 close range, 800. But if the guy is a little bit you know, further away, you will just, you know, start getting that damage penalty. I mean, look at this damage penalty. This is still damage penalty. Like, I don't really know if this ALPHA-12 or any shotgun for that matter can be used for the sake of I don't know, like normal gameplay, let's say, because with shotgun you really need to do this. You really need to be super close to the target. So, you know, I don't really like that. Even though the DPS turned out to be amazing, still shotgun is not going to be versatile in like any kind of a situation. Like, maybe if you need to kill the flower, you're just gonna you would want to have the shotgun, because at that point you're just gonna be hugging that flower. Speaking of the flower that can spawn on the map, not the special boss. Anyway, so that is the thing about the shotguns. I also thought like maybe I should test other shotguns to see their DPS, but I just decided at the end of the day, I do not really wish to play with shotguns. You know, they just feel very clunky, very limiting, and yeah. The assault rifles are gonna be the best because they are versatile. Sadly, if you just want to get like SSR grade AK-47, you will need to pay a lot of rubies. If you want to get something other than AK-47, let's say you want to get the XR-15, you are completely fine with this kind of a like DPS decrease. Then what you're gonna see right here is XR-15, for example. XR-15 is gonna be sold for like 1300 rubies, so it's it's at least affordable. And I think that the best choice for us is gonna be to go with the SFAR. What is it called? I forget all the time. SFAR-H. I do think that this is going to be the best choice for us. First of all, we saw that it has a tiny touch bit better DPS out of other weapons, alternative assault rifles, but also if you manage to get like look at this one, for example, 4000 that is being sold, you're going to be increasing the magazine capacity of this weapon by 3. If you get a good roll, this is pretty much, I think, the highest. Maybe you can push it even better, maybe not. But yeah, headshot damage, magazine capacity is going to be good for such weapon. Also, you could go with what do you call it? A firing speed, automatic firing speed for this weapon, as well as a reload speed. Why not? Because we are gonna be if you have 20 bullets in the mag, you're gonna be spending a lot of time just reloading. So even if you get like reload speed on it, it's gonna be a useful stat. Like for example, right here, this is very bad because both of these stats are low rolls. Right here again, we have a low roll for the magazine capacity and some other random stat. But yeah, this is why I say you should not be looking at these stats. I mean, that is a premium, something that you get on top of it. The most important thing is gonna be that you get a weapon that is SSR grade, so that you are gonna be benefiting from this new update. Get SSR grade weapon, however you can do that. I don't really know, I don't have an easy solution for it. And also you might as well have these boxes for the upgrade of such gear. Use it, push it to the level +1, at least to +1 SSR. It's gonna be much better than the +3 rare weapon, or even +4. I'm pretty sure that +4 rare weapon cannot compete to the SSR +1 at this in this patch. What else? I wanted to say one more thing. Yes, event. So we are having these events, like 28-day login event, and this is the second time that I'm receiving such events. So it's gonna be like farmable to get like all of these boxes. We can get like 1 box each for weapon and for armor for SSR grade out of just 1 month login, I guess. And these events are gonna be resetting on like 40 days or something like that. So like at least that is one way that we can consistently get these boxes. The other way to get the upgrade boxes for the SSR gear is just have like 20-30 SSR weapons in Disenchanted, and yeah, like there is no shot for that to happen. Anyway, I'm not happy about it. Oh, and by the way, I actually did the second test for the AK-47. Pretty much, the same rules applied. However, this time I actually got a bit higher DPS at the end of the day. I'm not really sure what I did different. I'm pretty sure that everything was the same. I double checked it. I reverted all of the damage back to the base. I made sure that this test stays consistent, but this time I actually got a bit better, a bit higher DPS by like 5%. I think that is completely fine to expect it, like 5% error, margin of error, whatever it's called. For the sake of scientific testing, that is gonna be fine. Anyway, I might use this new value later on, maybe not. I'm just gonna keep these values. We do not really need to be exact right here. We just need to get the idea, like if the DPS is gonna be 95% to 105% compared to the AK, that is gonna be completely fine. That means that weapon is balanced. If we see results that are pushing like minus 20% or 20% decrease, then we are at least I'm not happy to use such a weapon. I think that such a difference is significant. If we see that some weapon, like for example SPR, that can push like 10 to 30% more DPS compared to the AK, maybe you should use the SPR. Like if you really want to click all the time, I do not really like that. I mean, I tried it myself and it's just annoying. I just want to, like, you know, aim at a target, hold down a mouse button and control the recoil, and that's it. Like I cannot bother to spam click like all of the snipers or M16 or shotguns or pistols. You get the point. Okay, so the conclusion of this video: AK is still the best weapon. It is what it is. However, we are forced with this new update to simply, you know, just go for the SSR gear, because they gave it such a important buff, like a noticeable buff. Because of that, we will need to decide which weapon we're gonna buy from the market. Like, for example, I managed to collect 2,700 rubies in a free-to-play way. I can spend it on some, you know, nice SSR weapon for myself. And one thing is for sure, I cannot get the AK because AK SSR is so expensive. That means that I will need to choose between SFAR, M4, XR-15. We know that their DPS is pretty much the same. Which weapon am I gonna choose at the end of the day to buy as SSR grade? I don't really know. Do you have any idea? Do you have any recommendation? In my opinion, the best weapon is gonna be SFAR-H, because it has a nice recoil to it. Hold on. Hold on. This is SSR on +0. It has a less defense. Okay, that is at least good to know. They did not buff SSR grade armor a whole lot. So my +3 is still better than the 0 SSR. Okay, at least that is good to know. Oh boy, 555. 505. I see. So previously with armor, this would be equivalent to 0 SSR. Now the SSR is gonna have 50 more defense. Okay, at least it's good to know that a rare armor on +3 is still gonna be better than SSR 0. So there is no need for us to change the rare +3 gear yet, okay? But yeah, when it comes down to the weapons, I don't know why they did this, but they just gave a massive buff to the firepower of SSR grade gear. Okay, I'm salty about all of this. Man, they destroyed my progress. Man, this is how I feel. I mean, the only reason why is I am not using SSR gear. There is no way for me to find it, you know. And I'm sure that is the reality of a majority of free-to-play players. You just cannot find enough of the SSR gear, and you are just forced to stick to this pleb gear while devs are buffing the SSR grade gear. I mean, that is just amazing feeling, bruh. Okay, anyway, by the way, one more thing. I figured out how to use these skills. I actually removed it for the sake of testing, but yeah. What I'm gonna be doing from these special skills is I'm just gonna be going for the attack power, maybe like a defense here and there. It's gonna be, you know, useful in such way. Anyway, that's pretty much it. What do I think about these skills? I don't really know. For the single player mode, it's gonna be, you know, a good thing, but for the PvP, I don't really know. Like, people are just gonna max out this skill tree somehow, some way. I'm pretty sure that the more that you are active, you're gonna be getting more of these levels. And yeah, I don't really know how I feel about this new skill tree, but you know, it's not the main problem. The main problem right now is that SSR gear is super broken, powerful, and I do not have it. I do not have it. That is why I'm salty. If I had it, I wouldn't be all that much, you know, but I don't have it. Okay, anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna stop the video right here, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Take care, bye bye, peace up.